Okay, so welcome to our Tuesday meditation. There's four of us in the room. We can really hear the water in the fountain today. And it's a warming day. It's some warm weather. And it feels peaceful in here today. Not completely quiet, but peaceful. So I would invite everyone to take a moment to communicate with your body consciousness and invite your body consciousness to be a part of the meditation for the highest good of all. And then ask your body consciousness to be with you as you ask the greater part of your soul to be a part of the meditation today. And we're going to spend a few minutes creating conditions of peace within ourselves. So we can notice our breath. We can draw in that which is relaxation. We can visualize and understand that there is a channel of consciousness, of light, coming down through our crown chakra. And depending on how clear we are, that will be permeating through our body via our chakra system. It will go down our spine and it will exit from the base chakra. And encounter a few more chakras in between here and the center of the earth. This is the pathway that we use to engage with the higher correspondences of what we are with our soul, firstly, and ultimately with our true spiritual nature. So as we breathe in, we can see that inflow of that energy down through our crown. As we breathe out, it can permeate the rest of our body and we can expel energies that may have fixed itself to us temporarily as a type of residue, as any heaviness. And so we cleanse ourselves. We cleanse our physicalness, our ethereal body. We cleanse our emotional body and we cleanse our lower mortal. So for our physical, we breathe in relaxation, breathe out tension. For our emotional body, we breathe in calmness and breathe out disturbance. And for our mental body, we breathe in stillness and we breathe out mental busyness. And so, with luck and perseverance and intention and some degree of wisdom and knowledge, we create conditions of peace within our earthly vehicle. The Father, Mother, God, creator of all things. We ask for blessings on this meditation. May it be the beautiful experience that it can be for the good of all. Let us be quick to clarify that beautiful may incur a degree of uncomfortableness as well. Beautiful can absolutely be the journey through that which is difficult, so as to create a condition that is of a higher quality than it was before. And this exemplifies the method by which we evolve, the method by which we purify our earthly vehicle and become a clearer pathway for our soul essence, and we become more capable at recognizing that which is of the soul and that which is not. For a long period of time on our journey, we are receiving emanations from soul and from the astral plane. And it is a most challenging part of our journey to discriminate and discern where these are coming from. And for certain people on the planet, their own lower self and lower mental body can be creating thought forms that appear to be external and are not. So therein lies further challenge. So Father, Mother, God, we are asking for your support and guidance, contribution, so that we may increasingly become more adept at receiving higher emanations and discriminating between these and other things. We welcome those beings of the light who surround us when required at the appropriate moment, so that essentially the beings that are appropriate and relevant to us at this moment, in all likelihood, will be here. We ask for this, and if it is for the highest good, then that is what will happen. So I extend my gratitude to these beings of the light from all the places, times, dimensions, and realms. And may their contribution and work and interest in these sacred children of God create more beautiful outcomes. To contemplate the theme of the meditation, discrimination. To contemplate that this is the highest level of awareness, of sensing that occurs within the lower mental body. So this is the sensory capacity that we embody, which constitutes the highest sensory capacity of the earthly vehicle and sits at the demarcation point between that which is considered the earthly vehicle and that which is considered the spiritual triad within which our soul exists. It's the meeting point. It's what is the most important faculty of sensing. Contemplate that it plays a substantial role in being able to detect the difference between that which is our self, that which is our not self, that which is the part of our awareness or our bank of information that is relevant to the form, and the part of that bank of information which is relevant to the soul. This is the discriminating faculty. This is the level of consciousness wherein the individual becomes increasingly more adept at being able to tell the difference between that which is of the soul and that which is of the lower nature. And it takes some period of time to become adept at using this faculty. It's a challenging period of our evolution. Contemplate the importance of this level of consciousness existing within the lower concrete mind. For it is the lower concrete mind that can completely occlude the emanations from the soul. The lower concrete mind can completely block out the emanations from the soul. From our own soul. to contemplate the importance of the long journey through the use of the concrete mind to the point where it is transfigured in some way and becomes a useful instrument for detecting a difference between that which is of the lower nature and that which is of the higher nature. There's a long period of time in our evolutionary journey, our incarnational lifetimes, where the concrete mind functions entirely capably on the earth plane. Only occludes the vibrations of the soul for a period of time. The stronger that the lower mind becomes, the more capable it becomes, the more difficult it becomes to access our own soul. And so built into the levels of consciousness that constitute the concrete mind is the highest sensory faculty of discrimination. We use discrimination on lower levels. Only ultimately it is required to be able to detect that which is of our soul and that which is not. And this is a long-ish journey. This can be a struggle. And we can be led astray by our own concrete mind, the lower correspondences, the lower aspects of our concrete mind can hold on to ideas and thoughts, can become completely lost in the mire of the astral body, in the way that the astral body has power and influence over our feelings and thoughts. It is well documented that these challenges are significant. And those influences upon our awareness of the lower concrete mind and the astral body. These influences are well documented and well named as glamour and illusion. And many an aspirant or disciple or a person approaching these parts of the path. Many, many have been and or are currently searching within this illusion and glamour for that which is truly of soul. And we require a well-developed faculty of discrimination to tell the difference. And it is most difficult at different times to tell the difference. And at different times we will believe we have cracked a particular nut, seen it for the truth that it is, only to realize that what we believe to be the truth is another nut, and we need to crack that nut. It is the most interesting but rewarding journey. Contemplate that the most difficulty that people have is not believing that there's another nut inside the nut they have cracked. And there may be more to know. Discrimination is the highest sensory faculty upon the lower mental plane, and discernment is the lowest sensory faculty on the abstract mental plane above. Discernment constitutes the lowest, spiritual discernment constitutes the lowest sensory faculty of the soul. Discrimination constitutes the highest sensory faculty of the earthly vehicle, of the personality. There is a subtle but important shift between discrimination and discernment, spiritual discernment. And we must learn to be able to see things on the earth plane as they are, as they truly are, before we can truly utilize our discrimination as a part of spiritual discernment. Contemplate that the ascended masters encourage us to pay heed and to contemplate the navigation of this part of the journey towards having a useful and functioning faculty of discrimination, and contemplate that the ability to still the lower concrete mind is a part of that capacity, that ability. It is a part of the development of the faculty of discrimination. And the opening of the door to greater soul influence, commencing with the capacity to spiritually discern the two go together. First of all, we discriminate, so we see there is a difference between this and that, whether it is an idea, a person, idea, or a group, an energy, whatever. We discriminate. There is a difference between this and that. Spiritual discernment starts to come in as we determine which is the higher correspondence. And we will be given more and more difficult tests the further we go to ensure that we are using these faculties in their fullest sense. As we move towards the end of the meditation, understand that at some point in our journey, and thereafter discrimination becomes more and more important, it becomes essential, and it will lead us to increasing soul impression and eventually to soul control, and eventually to complete soul embodiment. And this is our task as a human. In the longer sense of our humanity, it is not negotiable. We will all be given opportunities to perfect the faculty of discrimination moving forward. I thank those beings of the light that are watching us grapple with these things, that are helping us to understand these things, to realize the importance of these things, amongst many others, such as our journey, such as the support that we are given. And we extend gratitude for this. Father, Mother, God, creator of all things, may we understand, at least in part through the use of the faculty of discrimination, that which is for you and that which is only of you. We honour the divine in it all. Thank you.